So hello everybody and welcome to another Curbal video. We are today in Stockholm and we are at the SQL Saturday Stockholm Pass something. Yes. And I am here with
Dave Ruiter.
And
Marc Lelyveld.
Marc Lelyveld.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, it's better that they say the name.
Yeah.
So welcome guys.
Thank you.
I thought that now that we're all of us here, that we do a little short interview to get to know you better, and so you can give us some tips and tricks on Power BI. How about that?
Good idea.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
totally fine with that.
So let's get started. First of all, tell me something about you, Dave. Tell us about you. Where are you? What do you do?
Okay. Well, I live in the Netherlands, an hour drive north of Amsterdam. I have a little boy, he's 1.5 years old, so that's a really good thing in my life now. One of my new hobbies. My other hobby is the IT. I like my work. I love my work. I love Power BI and Microsoft Data Platform as well.
How about you, Marc?
Yeah, I'm actually living 1 hour south from Amsterdam. Probably most of the time I'm working because my work is also my hobby, probably. And if I'm not tweaking stuff in Power BI, you can find me on my bike, mountain bike or road bike.
Cool.
Working in IT now for, I think, 3.5 years, something like that.
So how did you guys got started in Power BI?
Actually, I started with Power BI during my education, my internship. It's like 3 years ago now. And that's where I always tell people when Power BI turned from green to yellow, actually, when it was separated from SharePoint.
Turned from green to yellow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was called Power BI Designer then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was still part of SharePoint. Actually, when it was separated from SharePoint and a separate tool, actually, then they changed the logo to yellow as well. So
Okay.
for me, that was like a thing to remind what time I started with Power BI.
Yeah.
So
How about you? How did you get started with Power BI?
I worked with Power BI before it was Power BI, and it was Power View, Power Pivot, and it was still the business tool. That now it's also a self-service business tool, but it's also we also use it for enterprise solutions now. But back then it was only a self-service tool, and yeah, from the moment Microsoft separated it from Excel, I started implementing it with our customers, and even before it was generally available.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So is it Excel or Power BI?
For me, it's Power BI.
You?
yeah, for me, it's Power BI only.
Why is that? What does Power BI have that Excel doesn't?
The platform to share
Yeah.
your results.
Yeah.
Cloud-based, really important if you ask me.
Yeah.
The mobile access.
So
And community, maybe even more important.
yeah, that is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the people around Power BI, I think it's really cool.
Yep.
The community's grown from nothing into a huge community in 3 years, basically. Awesome. So, Power BI is all about cleaning data, modeling data. Then we have the infamous stacks, calculations, visualizations. Which part is your favorite one of all of those steps?
I think for me, it's more the visualizing part. I really like to make data, which is just numbers, and make it visible that everybody can interpret it and understand what that number is actually meaning. So for me, the visualizing part is most important and what I like to do the most.
To the most.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. Well, that's a good answer. But I like the whole stack, and I think I like the Power Query stuff the most, and connecting to data and getting it all together. Because I can also leverage my more technical programming skills.
Mm-hmm. You work together normally in the same company?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
So you do the cleaning and you do the visualization?
Could be an option, but in practice, we do have different clients actually.
Okay. So you have to do
It
everything.
can change tomorrow. We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So talking about connectors, when you started with that, what is your favorite connector, one that you use the most?
Favorite connector? Whoa.
Is that a tricky question?
Yeah, so you surprised me, of course, with the question, but what comes in mind now is the web scraping functionality. I think that's a really neat functionality. And before that was available, I created stuff to scrape websites, but to operationalize it was also really difficult. And now that's a really neat connector.
Really powerful, yeah.
Powerful, yeah.
How about you? What's your favorite connector?
I think for me it's it's actually the web connector, but especially to connect to APIs and not default connectors. Good examples, I think that connector to get data from Strava, an app which I use a lot when I'm going cycling.
For your mountain biking,
yes,
of course.
Of course.
Yes.
And actually I built all those queries myself, and like 1 month afterwards, Casper de Jonge, one of the program managers, released a preview of a custom connector. Yeah. I was like, okay, nice, I built this as well. So, but actually that's, I think, one of my favorites at this moment.
Is there any connector you guys missed that said, I wish there was a connector on?
I'm really missing the connectivity with Azure Data Lake Gen 2.
For the data flows?
The option to do it via data flows is now available. That's good. And I use that as a workaround. But I also want to directly connect from Power BI Desktop to the data in Data Lake. And we used to be able to do it with Gen 1. And now with Gen 2, we cannot. It's coming, but I wish it would come sooner.
Sooner, yeah. How about you? Do you have any that you...
I want to turn the question a little bit. There's actually one connector which I kind of hate. And that's probably the Excel connector. Because
really?
With that, a lot of people are starting importing all their Excel stuff and changing the Excels, and then all queries will break. And it's not really the connector, but the way it's used by people.
That is difficult to maintain.
Yeah, really
the solution.
Difficult.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, good. Let's talk about DAX. Do you fear DAX, guys, or not? Are you like DAX users?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't work enough with Power BI solutions on a daily basis to really keep my DAX skills up to level. When I'm building a solution, like a few days straight, then I'm all into DAX again. But it takes a little bit to get there after a week. So it fades away, and then, for me it's always difficult. And there are colleagues in the company that are DAX experts, and I tend to ask them.
That's perfect.
That speeds my
luxury.
process.
Yeah. Is there any function that you use the most in DAX?
Use the most is probably calculate.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Oh yeah, calculate. And then selected value. Is that really right thing?
Brilliant, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you combine it with the is in scope, the new one.
Yeah.
You can, for example, with a new functionality to create dynamic column or chart titles. With it is in scope and selected value, you can make it really dynamic.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cool. Is there any function that you wish was there but is not on DAX?
Difficult one.
For example, weekly calculations. I think there should be like DAX weekly calculations.
Yeah.
There's for month, there is for year, there is for, but no, not for week.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But, Okay, let's talk about visualizations, your favorite subject.
Yes.
Did you love pie charts?
No, not at all. Oh no.
I have to ask.
Don't bring it up.
No?
Actually, a guy, Jeroen de Heert, probably known as Dutch Data Dude, started a LinkedIn group last week with, don't know the exact name, but something like data professionals hate pie charts. And I think I was one of the first to enroll to that group.
Oh!
Yeah.
I should enroll too. Are you also in the group?
I'm not yet, no, but I will be.
So you don't like pie charts either?
I know that they can be useful in certain situations. So I don't want to say never use them.
But it's more how to use them.
Yeah, people don't know how to use them.
Yeah.
They're always asking for it and using it in appropriate way.
Yes. It's always exciting. Donut charts. The same, right?
Same thing, yeah.
Yes. What is the favorite visualization? Which visualization do you like?
My favorite visualization right now is the key influencers visual.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I would like people to use it more because it's a really hidden gem. I think there was some excitement during the release, but now people tend to forget it. But it can be really powerful. Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
For me, I think it's more the Gantt chart visualization, which is actually a custom one. But probably that's influenced by projects I'm doing now. So it depends a little bit.
On what you're doing.
Yeah, on what I'm doing, which kind of data I have.
So how about custom? Because that was one of the questions that we got from the Galway Power BI user group. Custom visualizations. And do you use them? What's the risk? What would you say? What would you recommend?
I do use them, but one thing I always looking at before I import them is actually who created this stuff and what's the last update date actually.
Yeah, it's actually one of the tips on our Power BI cheat sheet.
Oh.
To really be careful with custom visuals. They can be really, really useful. But you have to check who built it and when was the last update. Because Microsoft evolves really fast. And they don't really break that often, but they can be...
Besides that, you also have the certified visuals, of course. But still, sometimes they're kind of old. Yeah. So always double check it.
I would really like Microsoft to upgrade their certification.
For custom visuals.
Yeah, to have it also updated regularly and maybe use it. A lot of the custom visuals are using an old API and it still works, but it doesn't support bookmarks or a lot of the new features. And I would like Microsoft to upgrade their certification and drop the certification if you don't follow the latest.
But I mean, some of the Microsoft custom visuals, they do not follow the out-of-the-box features either.
That's true.
So they have to start with themselves and then demand from others. Otherwise, it can be weird. Power BI cheat sheet. Talk about that.
Actually,
what is that?
I think you should start talking with Dave then, because he started with Power BI cheat sheet.
Yeah,
Tell us all about it.
So we actually started it a long while ago, and it was to give away to the attendees of one of the trainings that we regularly do for our customers, just to have a quick overview of the best practices that we provide during the training. And soon after that, a colleague said, well, why don't we post it online? It's really valuable for everybody. And so we did. And soon after... people started contributing from all over the world to it. And the downloads have been really crazy. I think we're now at 12,000.
Over 16 already.
16,000?
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I need a link so I can put it on the description box of the video. Okay. Yep. So they can download it. Is there anything that you want to tell the viewers about the Power BI cheat sheet? Why they should download it? Why is it useful?
Why is it useful? It's crammed with the tips and tricks, which we actually are best practices on daily basis working with Power BI. Can be sometimes really easy things which you just probably forget about, but I think there are a lot of tips on it which you need to be aware of, or sometimes even automatically detected stuff within Power BI which you can better just switch off. So a lot of tips and tricks which might improve your results in your projects and your work with Power BI.
That's excellent.
And the best of it is people can start and continue sending us tips and tricks so we can put them on the cheat sheet as well. Yeah,
for sure. So you guys need to contribute to the cheat sheet.
Put it in the comments below.
Exactly. You stole that from me. Okay. For these ones you have it.
Yeah. We're taking over now.
One last question. A lot of our viewers are beginners. They are beginners either in DAX, in Power BI, in them. You've been working with these for quite a few years now. What would be your best recommendation to start a Power BI journey? How now with everything that you've done, what would you do if you would start over? Where would you start? Where
should I start over? I think more being more meetups actually. In the beginning, when I started working with Power BI, I learned so much from others during public speaking or tips and tricks people gave me during meetups and local user groups. In the beginning, I didn't do that a lot. Nowadays, I actually speaker myself. So
Yeah. Great.
but that's the thing. I think that's something where you can learn a lot of. But besides, I always have to download our cheat sheet, of course.
Yeah.
Guys, download. How about you? What would be your top recommendation for somebody that is starting into Power BI today?
Well, the first thing is to don't wait to just create stuff. Learn it yourself by doing. On the cheat sheet, there are a lot of resources that you can check out.
I think for a lot of people, it will help them as well to just go to YouTube and watch a lot of videos. For example, this one.
Yeah.
Obviously, this one.
Yeah.
You can skip the rest, but this one.
Well, I do think that your videos they help a lot. The guy in the cube videos they help a lot as well.
Yeah, very default guided learning from Microsoft as well. If you're really a beginner and just open Power BI for the first time.
Yeah, edX also, for example.
Yeah.
The course that they have, Microsoft official course.
Of course.
I cannot forget the questions from Twitter, actually. Now that I just like, they kill me if I don't ask. Okay, from Will Thompson, what was the thing he voted on ideas, powerbi.com?
The last thing I voted on was probably sorting your gateways and connections in gateways. Ascending, descending. Now it's not sortable at all. So, I think it's the last thing I voted on.
Okay. Well, I voted on a lot of things. I probably have multiple pages of my list of things that I voted on. I can't remember what was the last thing. Let me try to. No, it doesn't. I don't remember.
Don't remember.
No.
Sorry, Will. It doesn't remember. Okay.
It's too much, Will.
It says favorite Power Query function, DAX function, and visual. We've talked about DAX function and visual. How about Power Query? Do you guys have any Power Query function that you absolutely love?
Oh, for Power Query, what pops up now is something that Imke mentioned or blogged about last week, and I thought was really interesting. That it's a new function. It's like table.contains
all something.
All contains any something like that.
Something like that.
And you can use it to just search for a text value in a table, but in all of the columns simultaneously. So that really helps. You don't have to iterate all the columns.
That's really good. You have any specific function in Power Query?
It's also one I use a lot in my projects at the moment. It's table.column names. Simply, if you're expanding a table field, you can first check which columns are in there before you want to expand it, because probably you don't want all of them. And you make it more dynamically, actually, because maybe in the future there's added another column, and it will be in your list as well.
Yeah.
So you don't hard copy the list of names.
No, you make it dynamically.
That's super cool.
And I have a blog about it, so that's probably because, I like that function. So.
And this question is your question. Maybe you want to ask it.
Oh, yeah, that's the question from last night, Dave. I think you remember it.
But you have to tell them what the question is.
Which Swedish beer do you like the most?
So I remember two names, Eriksberg and Falcon.
Yeah.
And I like the Falcon the most.
And
you?
Okay. I think for me it was the Eriksberg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the Power BI.
Power beer stickers.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now you can also order t-shirts and...
Go close to the camera so they can see it.
This sticker, you can order it at his blog post.
Yeah, you can order it online, stickers, t-shirts, whatever you want. So
and link.
It's all...
where will be the link, guys?
Yeah, on my blog post. It's datamarc.com.
And also
will
down
be
below,
in the description.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
And how much does it cost?
Don't remember. Just take a look at the web shop, you will find.
Exactly.
And do you earn anything about them?
Yeah, everything I earn about them will go to what's it called? Charity. Everything goes to, all profit goes to charity. So I will not earn anything about it myself.
Yeah, it's just a community thing.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure that you go and buy those things. Link down below to your blog, and then you'll find everything in there.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you as well for inviting us.
Yes. And I hope you enjoy Stockholm. Hopefully I'll see you soon here, or in the Netherlands, or somewhere. Yeah. Who knows?
Next week in Helsinki.
Yes. Oh, you're going to Helsinki?
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you there?
No. I travel there a bit. I travel to Stockholm. That's as far as I go. Okay, but thank you. Bye, guys. And I'll see you again on the next video. Okay? Bye.
Bye.